Okay, Representative, what's going on here and why?
So, I'm just going to throw out some statistics for you. 2008, Denver Public Schools goes to Denver community, Latino community, African American community, asks for the raising of dollars for a bond program. Denver community says okay. $455 million is raised. Out of that $455 million, less than 1% has gone to general contractors that are Latino and African American owned. That's why we're here, because economic racism still exists in 2015. It is alive and well in Denver Public Schools. We're tired of it, and the people that you see behind me, these students and also the community members, met with Denver Public Schools in a series of meetings since 2008 and said, you have to change this.
Okay. I moved to Denver in 1975, and I worked at a really large law firm, and it was the firm that brought the Keys school busing case. And by 1988, while they had integrated the schools, they had not integrated the economics of the district. So Martin Luther King said in 1968 that while we had achieved civil rights, we had made no progress in the area of economic rights. So what we have going on now is economic racism. We've got 73% of the district student population are Hispanics and African American. Yet by our best count, we're getting less than 2% of the dollars spent by the district.
Oh, no, my good friend, my good lawyer friend, you're mistaken. You see, we live in a country that is run by a black president. We live in a city that is governed by a black mayor. In fact, we have a black police chief and sheriff. What you're describing is white supremacy racism. In Denver, with all of those black faces in place? In fact, my dear friend, the head of the Denver School Board is a black woman. So please, go check your facts before you go spouting off at the mouth about economic racism, because there's all these black faces in place. Shame on you, my dear friend. Shame on you.
Economic racism. Some would say that's a strong term.
It's a valid term. It's a true term. Unfortunately, I wish it weren't. But for years we've been working with DPS, and they failed to remedy the gross injustice they have in our community.
It's institutional racism, and what concerns me the most is that most of the people in the contracting area at DPS are minorities. They're black, Latinos. There's only a couple of Anglo men that work in the contracting area of DPS. Most of the people in the contracting area at DPS are minorities. Most of the people in the contracting area at DPS are minorities. So they do really despicable maneuvers to keep that bond money out of our communities, out of our black and minority and brown minority contractors, and it's wrong.
You're despicable.
How qualified do you have to be when you actually have more degrees than your competitors in the white community, and yet you still don't get selected on the projects?
And what brings you out?
I've been doing some studies on architecture and contractor licensing for minority and gender participation for each, for Denver, the state of Colorado, and nationally, and the figures aren't very good. And the reason why I'm doing that study is because I know very well that the city and the state are both committing racketeering due to bribery.
Heavens to Murgatroyd! Did he say racketeering? Bribery? That was a white man too. No. This is indeed a serious issue now. There's a white man saying that there's a problem. This needs to be looked into. But again, let us allow Denver Public Schools to easily refute these crazy, abnormal charges being made by the citizens. DPS, I'm counting on you. Go get them.
And so in response to this protest and some of the statistics that are being presented, is there a response from DPS?
Yes, I'm not sure where they're getting the 1% information. DPS and our Board of Education commissioned a disparity study. We had a third party, MGT of America, analyze our data based on 2009 and 2013 contracting. Based on that study, the findings reported anywhere from 8% to 24% utilization by the district.
No, you see, 8%, 24% utilization, that doesn't sound very strong. Sister, my dear sister, I'm gonna need something a little meatier, a little stronger, to refute what's being said on that other. Listen, they got a white man over there that says there's racketeering. So I need for you to dig down and pull under the black powers that be, from the president to the mayor to the police chief to the head of the school board. I need you to come with that realness. Give it to them now. I'm waiting. Please.
And what are some of the projects that are utilizing minority contractors now?
Well, to the extent possible, all of our projects will utilize minority and women-owned businesses.
No, my sister. The question was, what projects are taking place now that are utilizing minority contractors? That was the question. Not what's going to happen after the cameras leave and the students leave. What is happening now? That was the question. I don't know what it is that you're answering, and I must say, it's getting kind of hairy around these speaking points. So Pebbles, I'm gonna need for you to step up here. Could you please and answer the question?
So we do have a goals committee that's been commissioned to set percentages on projects. Those percentages are all based on the market. So they're based on availability in the market. And each project will be assessed and assigned a goal based on the type of project.
I'm sorry, for you laymen, please allow me to translate what our dear sister Pebbles just said.
Blah 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 blah.
So we can't get any money to educate our children. Can't stop the vicious police force from killing black and brown people. We can't get any contracts from our own money. Well, you know what one thing we do have? Our mayor can dance better than yours. Take that.
Oh!